Well, we're at, what's the campsite?
Ferrygate.
Ferrygate camping in the Norfolk Broads. We decided to come in this direction for a change, and the weather is absolutely stunning, isn't it? You know, it's kind of mid-May, towards the end of May, and beautiful weather, some hot summer weather. But anyway, we're going to go on to one of the Broads in the kayak, and we've just been watching this wonderful couple get in there.
Thank you.
Well, we did it. We managed to get onto the water from a higher platform without actually falling in, and it was actually quite easy. I think Claire was panicking more than I was. But we're heading down the Broad. I think we're going to go left past some houses and pubs and things. Not to say that we're going to have a drink, you never know.
Ferrygate. Ferrygate like hall, isn't it?
Ferrygate pub, yeah. But it's looking really beautiful, as you can see, and we'll continue down the Broad. I'm using my Osmo to film on the boat, and I didn't want to do that because obviously the Osmo is not the best tool when you're surrounded by water. But I'm going to take a chance. I was going to use my GoPro, but unfortunately when I took it out the bag this morning, I forgot to put an SD card in it, like an idiot. But there we go, it happens occasionally. So I'm going to make do with the Osmo. The camera I brought with me today is my Lumix S5 II with the 24-105 f4 and also the Sigma 100-400. So hopefully I can be able to capture some fairly long range wildlife dotted around. But we're going to keep enjoying this. It's really nice.
Oh wow.
The water is so still and it's dead quiet. It's just a gorgeous place. By the way, this morning we got up quite early, about just gone 5 o'clock, wasn't it, in the morning? Just natural waking up, because we did go to bed early yesterday. And we went to the toilet, as you do on a campsite. And the mist was just glorious above the water, but it only lasted about, it's only about 5 minutes, wasn't it? 5 or 10 minutes. I'm sure the overall mist was there for a lot longer, but when it went down to just a fine mist above the water, and it was really nice to look at, but it only lasted a few minutes. So we're going to get up early tomorrow morning, and we are going to hopefully take some photographs with a windmill in the background, with some misty atmosphere. So hopefully that will happen again tomorrow, because the weather forecast is pretty much the same tomorrow as it is today. So fingers crossed we should still get that nice atmosphere with a windmill in the background. Morning. He's on guard, watching this family go. We've just come across this windmill, and I thought this would be a nice place to take a photograph. So I'm just going to get the camera out and take this composition from about here, as long as Claire doesn't steer us into the... Oh my God. Actually, that's not bad here. I quite like that. Well, I think that was the first picture in the bag, the windmill and the reeds. I quite like that, even though the sky is pretty damn boring. It's just a bright blue sky. Excuse me. But we've got a nice contrast of colours with the green reeds and the blue. And there's a little boat just parked outside. I think somebody has moved in there and turned it into their home, because I could see curtains in the windows and stuff. So we didn't want to go any closer. But I was quite happy with that picture, and if it came out okay, I'll put it up on the screen now. We're just approaching this little bridge at, I think, if I remember rightly, it's pronounced Potter Heman or Hyman, I'm not sure, but there's a coffee place over there, a bar. I fancy a nice hot sweet coffee.
Yeah.
So we're approaching this little bridge. We've moored up. We decided to stop for a nice sweet cup of, well, nice latte, I think. There's a few things going on in that direction, cafes and pubs and things, so I'm sure we'll find somewhere to have something to eat and drink. So we've kind of moored up here. You see what I've done here. I've just tied bungee cords. I've got bungee cords attached to the boat here, to the rings. So I'm hoping that's going to work. Nobody's going to steal our boat. Oh, this is looking nice. Oh, they've got Hatch here serving drinks and things, so I think that will do. Look at this savoury tea, creams, cheese scone, onion relish, grapes and cheese. I've got the healthy option, and Claire has got the unhealthy option.
You can have the cherry because I don't like glazed cherries.
I might just be tempted to that. We're at a place, we stopped at a place called Bridgestones of Potter. We've had to pull over. I think both our bottoms are aching now. I think we've been on the boat for about, it's got to be a good 3 hours now, isn't it? We did stop and have that gorgeous coffee and cake early though. But it's so tranquil. We've stopped at like a bit of a field really, and there's hardly anybody about at all. The weather is gorgeous and we're enjoying every moment of it. What we're going to do, there was a turning to our right on the way down, and we're going to turn up there because looking on Google Maps the water's looking kind of interesting, and I'm not sure if it's a windmill because there's some structures there but not highlighted on the maps, and also it looks like the water widens out. I could be totally wrong, it might be just a figment of my imagination with the maps. We're going to paddle up there and see where it takes us, but really enjoying this apart from the aching bum. You know what, I can't take her anywhere, can I? We've stopped at this, what looks like a derelict house. It's obviously not been used for some time, but I quite like the thatched, roofed boathouse that they've got here, and it's obviously very well decayed, but I thought it's a photograph. It might be very good, or quite good, who knows, it might be absolutely pants. Well, we made it back. I don't know how many miles or knots we did, but it feels like we did about 50. That's quite a lot on water in a kayak. We're absolutely knackered. It's in the afternoon. I think we've been out about 5 hours now, and got a couple of photographs which I'll put up on the screen. We may take a walk. We're going to have a snooze now, I think, because we were up really early this morning, and we may go down to the beach this afternoon.
See how we feel after a wee break.
And a bit of a snooze, and see if there's anything down on the beach we can photograph. And we do intend to get up early in the morning for the misty morning, hopefully, and photograph a windmill in the mist. We've just come out tonight to do a recce of a windmill, Horsey Mill windmill, which is a National Trust property, and it's been fully restored. Tomorrow morning we're going to set off, as I said earlier, we're going to set off early in the morning, hopefully get a misty morning, because it seems to happen quite often this time of year, and take a photograph of this mill, because it's only a few miles from where we're camping. And as you can see just behind me, But unfortunately, look at all this crap around it. I don't know if you can see there's a lot of kind of gating and fencing up because they're doing some renovation work, so it's going to look crap. So we might have to abandon this one and just try and find somewhere else to take a photograph. But it's just gone 4:30 in the morning. I've had a quick cup of tea and we've just left the campsite to take a misty morning photo of the pump house that we saw in the field, just about a 10-minute walk from where we are. And so far it's looking really good. So we've just got to walk a bit closer to it. So what you saw there was the pump house in the distance. You can barely see it probably, but you can see the mist and the sunrise. It's looking really good. So hopefully we'll get a nice shot of that. I'm just going to take a quick shot of the sunrise through the grasses here, and I've just got it at 100. I'm on the tripod, so I've got it at a hundredth of a second f11. So I am going to focus stack this, but I'm going to have to be really quick on taking this because the sun's going up really fast here. The mist is getting quite thick now over there where the sun's heating it up. As Claire was walking past, the herd of cows started walking towards her, and I managed to get what I think is a really nice shot of the silhouette of the cows in the mist underneath the sun. There's about 3 or 4 cows on there, so I'll put that up on the screen and see what you think. But I quite like that. It looked quite nice. I don't know where Claire's gone, but she's gone further up the path, but it's just looking stunning. The sun's getting higher, obviously, and I can see the mist forming around the pump house, and so I've framed up my shot. At the moment I've got it on 500th of a second, f6.3, ISO 640. I'm hoping my battery doesn't last, but this is on the 100 to 400. This is, I've zoomed in and I've got the electrical pylons or whatever you call them on the left hand side, and there's a small house on the right hand side of it. Well, we came for a bit of a walk down the access to the river houses, and it's been quite nice. We've stopped and taken some pictures, and I thought to myself, well, we've got this patch of land here with a little house. I think what I'll do is, there's the river, is take Busby up and get some video footage of the area. It's been an absolute scorcher of a day today. We went over to a beach. I've just forgotten what the beach was called now. Very busy, parking was just mad. We didn't stay there very long, and we decided to come back to the campsite and get a cold shower. We actually used the cold water, which was really refreshing. But we've had a bit of a break and something to eat, and we've decided to come to Hickling Broad Nature Reserve, and it looks really nice. It's only about 8 miles away from the campsite. but it just seems lovely. So we'll have a bit of a wander around here. Well, we've done a good part of the circuit, but there's not much sign of wildlife at all. We can hear plenty of birds chattering away, but nothing that visible. I haven't had any opportunity to get my camera out and think that would make a reasonable shot. The light's getting quite good, but I can't really find anything at the moment. But saying that, it's just been nice walking around here. Lovely and quiet and peaceful. A nice evening stroll. Well, I didn't manage to get any photographs. I've gone past a few photographers. It's obviously this time of night. They all come out and get into the grounds and look for wildlife and things. There are several hides around here, as you've seen in a previous clip, which is an ideal place for photography and bird watchers and generally nature watchers. So I recommend coming here anyway, and it's not expensive to come in. It's only, I think, £5 entrance fee, but that helps to keep the boardwalks and things serviced and look after the place. So it's well worth a visit. Well, it's our last day here today. We're heading home tomorrow, but today is forecast to be up to 33 degrees centigrade, and it's already really hot, and it's still early-ish in the morning. We're going to go out onto the kayak today and head in the opposite direction, as opposed to the other day where we had the sun behind us and I burnt the back of my neck and everything. So we're going to go the other way because it's going to be even hotter, and fortunately in the other direction it's lined with trees, so we should get some shading across the Broad itself as we kayak up the Broad. I'm going to just take my Lumix 24-105 lens f4 on my S5 II today. I may or may not capture anything, who knows, but there is plenty of wildlife about, but we have noticed that you don't see an awful lot apart from geese on as far as wildlife is concerned in this hot weather. They obviously come out when it gets a lot cooler. But you never know, we might spot something that may be of interest, including windmills and things like that. So I think that's really it. We've had a really nice time here at this campsite. It's been really good. The weather has been absolutely gorgeous. I couldn't have asked for better. And it's only, I say, towards the end of May 2026, if that's of any reference to you. But yeah, let's give it a go on the kayak. Just before we head off, I just thought I'd mention what our kayak is. It's an inflatable kayak. We bought it from Conwy Kayaks a few years ago. We've had plenty of use out of it, and it's been absolutely brilliant. It just means that we can pack up this two-seater kayak, which is solid when it's inflated, and fit it into this little Ford Fiesta with all our camping gear. All done.
In. Just like that.
We've been on the Broad for about 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And so far we've passed a heron. And then we've seen another heron. Whether it's the same one or not, I don't know. But hopefully we can get some snapshots of some wildlife or something exciting like people falling in the Broad.
Always push you in.
Yeah, no, you're not pushing me in. But it's lovely and tranquil. There's hardly anybody about. We get the odd boat going past, but that's about it. Got a swan come to pay us a visit. We've actually just pulled off the Broad at this pump house, and it's a nice peaceful place to have a break. Well, we've stopped near West Somerton. I'm hoping that we can grab some refreshments because we bought some water, but I've nearly drunk it all because it's so warm and I'm sweating. So we're going to just have 5 minutes here and then pop up to West Somerton and see if we can find anywhere to grab ourselves something to eat or drink. We got as far as West Somerton, but there is nowhere open. Could be quite interesting in the right conditions to take some photographs, but it's not the right conditions. So we're going to head back to where we launched from, which is where our campsite is. There's a cafe there that sells gorgeous ice cream, so we're going to have some ice cream back there. So it's probably going to take us another hour before we get back. Now, I don't know if you know this, but we actually named our kayak, our inflatable kayak, Gina. Now, if you're not sure why we called it Gina, I'll just show the reason why. We are at the American Family Diner in Great Yarmouth, and it's getting quite late, but we decided to pop into this place and have a couple of chili-filled potato skins, which looks lovely. I think Claire's having a really nice time.
I'm not waiting. The longer he stays on here, the more.
I know, yeah. She's starting to look lovely. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's a pint of Stella. Now, I'm not sure what kind of pubs they have around here, but this free house, which doesn't look open at the moment, but it's saying at the top there, if you look, bring smack. Well, we're just walking along the beach, and this is my first time in Great Yarmouth. Well, it's our first time in Great Yarmouth, isn't it? And we were just saying, if you're anything like us, it's probably not the place you want to come to. It's great. No, it's great for families and young people, but not for old fogies like us. One thing I will say is that the architecture here, some of the buildings, it's just phenomenal. We've got a building that is very well, that one's not modern, it's Art Deco kind of looking. Before I go, I'd like to say a huge thank you to everyone for watching and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Feel free to leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and suggestions, and thanks again for your support, and I'll see you in the next video.